Hi there, welcome back. This is the second video in a little series on how to use the Southwest Independent website. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to add your listing to the site once you've registered. Now, the first video I did showed you how to register as an individual, and this one will allow you to show you how to then add your listing to the site. So you should already have gone through that process of registering and validating your email address. Once you've done that, you should be able to visit the site at www.southwestindependent.co.uk, and from here, if you go to my account, you'll get the option to sign in. So I'm going to use my email address and password. I'm going to get it to remember me, and it will take you to your dashboard, and you'll read a little bit about your listing type there, and you can delete that little notice there. In various video, I'll kind of show you the different sort of listing types you've got here, different options here, but for this one, we're just going to go to add your business here. So if you click that, this is the screen where you can add the different bits of information about your firm. You'll notice that actually you can navigate between all of these different options here and then save. So you can actually complete it all before going through the process of saving. You don't need to save each page as you're going along. I'm just going to actually do this. So the only option that you should have here is the one that you've got. In this case, I've got a business free forever one. This is the name of your firm, and then you can pick your categories here. Now, it is possible that you think that I should be including categories that aren't here, in which case, do get in contact. You can use the contact form, which is available here, or you can email me at jacob@southwestindependent.co.uk. With this basic listing, the free listing, you get 3 categories. So I'm going to include business consultants, book, let's go for printing and publishing services, and marketing and sales. Now, just because you can use 3 categories doesn't mean you should use 3 categories. And in fact, if I do encounter companies which are incorrectly categorized, I will be removing those categories, or removing them from those categories. Clearly, we want this to be as useful as possible. With the basic free listing, you get 500 characters here. I'm just going to put in some dummy text for now. That's way more than 500. Actually, you can see the number of words, but it doesn't show you the number of characters there. Keywords can be very useful, certainly in terms of searching and stuff like that. With the basic free listing, you get 3 keywords. Keywords are actually checked by me. So if I haven't already approved the use of a particular keyword, there will be an approval process, so it won't appear immediately. But as soon as I have approved a keyword, you should be able to use it. Now, if you start typing, it will come up with some suggestions. So I'm going to do website consulting. I'm also going to do business development. And I'm also going to do publishing. When it comes to that add publishing, those are the ones that I will be sort of asked to approve separately. Going on to the next one, the address. It is compulsory to include your business address, but it won't necessarily be shown and you will have the choice about whether it's shown. So just because I'm asking for it here doesn't mean that it's going to appear on your profile. You will have the control over that. For city, choose your nearest city or town. Start typing and it should pre-populate. If your town doesn't come up, then pick the nearest town. I'll probably need to look at that sort of separately. I can kind of manually add things, add towns and stuff, so that hopefully I'm just going to put in a random password there. Contact information. So this is where of course you can show whether or not to allow visitors to view the business address or phone number, so you do have control over that. Contact person could be different to the person who's signed up. So if, for instance, you're the business owner but you have an employee that you'd like to have as the contact person, you can do that. In my case, I'm just going to use myself. Anything with an asterisk is required, and it's just basically useful for me to have access to a phone number just in case anything goes wrong. This one is a fictional one. Mobile number is optional. Email. This is an email which will be displayed with the listing, so it could well be different to the email that you're is showing here that you signed up with. For instance, if you're this could be an individual mail. This might be an info@ email address for your web domain or website. So I'm going to do info@nicheclever.co.uk, and the website, of course, if you've got one. Moving on to the map. This little kind of map here isn't actually the one that's being shown. I'm kind of still working on this at the moment. If you do happen to have latitude and longitude for your business, a map will be produced, and you can find your latitude and longitude from looking at Google Maps or something similar. So I recommend doing it. It's just a little bit of extra time sort of outside of kind of setting up here, but it will mean that you're accurately represented your location. I'm working on how to integrate Google Maps, but it's actually a paid service these days. So, up until such time as I'm actually able to afford it, we'll include a Google Map there at that point. But for now, I'm using a free service which requires latitude and longitude. Very old-fashioned. Finally, we've got the social media links here. You can do whichever one. Actually, that's not correct, but you can add your social media links and then save, and then after all you've done everything, probably worth checking through. Save the listing. Oh, I've got an invalid phone number. Now that invalid phone number is in the contact information, and it's because I've used this here. So all you need to do is just include purely numbers there. So I'm going to save that. The listing is successfully created, and the way to check that as well, just to verify, is if you go to the home page of the site and refresh, just underneath all the various different listing types, you should see your firm appear at the top of the recently added listings. And actually, let's take a look since we're here. Your profile should look like this at this stage. If I go back to the dashboard, you'll see your listing appears here. You'll also see a number of things here. So you can include a logo for your firm, a cover image. Well, the cover image will appear actually just underneath here. If you choose to include one, and various other things which may or may not be included in the package that you've got. It is possible with some of these different options to kind of pay. We have a pay-as-you-go sort of setup, I'm sort of investigating that at the moment. I hope that's helpful though. If you do have any questions, then please let me know. Thanks.